of Thrones fans, this series is for you. One, the series is Game of Thrones, so it's for you. But we're doing a series shorts where we're going to be reading 4 chapters a week, so it's very manageable for new fans as well as old fans alike. If you're just getting into reading, if you've just seen the show and you want to read the book, see how it compares to the show, this is the place for you. So like I said, 4 chapters a week. We read Prologue through Daenerys. If you're looking in your books, turn to those chapters. Very excited to break this down because I have read the first 2 books before a long time ago, but I've completely watched the series. Dakota is a true Game of Thrones virgin, and I'm excited to be popping that cherry for him.
I'm a pure newbie. Do you know what that means?
Do
you know what that
And
means?
I do want to give a shout out to our friends Taylor and Sam on Instagram who have done this like book club that we're doing it with. They kind of got together and be like, hey, lives are busy. Let's go ahead and just we love this series. We want to read the books with you guys. That's what we're doing. And a couple of other people in the group as well, but they're the ones spearheading it. They have like little blurbs, like things to pay attention to. What are your thoughts on these? These are the characters. These are the chapters. It's really cool. They set up a lot of fun stuff. So shout out to them on Instagram. Go ahead and follow them.
They are. Shout out to Instagram. Go ahead and follow them. Doesn't say their handle.
Did I not say their handle?
Nope. It is the Sword and the Scepter.
Because in the thing, it just says Taylor and Sam Bookstagram. Because that's like their name underneath. This is them.
You can do it. You can do it. It is now visible. The Sword and the Scepter. I mean?
It says Taylor and Sam Bookstagram. So that's my fault. Sword and the Scepter.
Very awesome sweet couple. They just had a baby. And Sam also is Jack.
Same. I worked out once in college.
Sam I am.
Anyway. Dakota, I've been talking a lot. I want to hear your thoughts going into it as like, this is a big series. And we said we weren't going to read it. Me said it was going to read it because it's unfinished. But here we are reading it. This is a big undertaking. This is a big deal. It might not feel like it, but this is a big deal. How are you feeling?
Okay, I have a fatal flaw about myself that I'm going to reveal to the audience. You ready? Jokingly convinced that the world revolves around me. So now that I'm reading this, by the time we get there, the next book's going to be out. Like I held out long enough that by the time we get there, the next book's going to be out. You can return to this moment and reference it when the next book comes out.
Counter theory. I think either George R. R. Martin's going to release his last 2 books at the same time and just be like, that's why it's taking so long. He's like, here, enjoy. Or he's already got it written. And he's going to wait until he dies, and his lawyer is going to release the 2 books because he doesn't want to deal with the aftermath because the show already came out and people had feelings about the last season. So he doesn't want to hear about it. Just going to launch him in death. And I respect both. Hope those are both it, and he just doesn't give out.
I respect both options. I also have high hopes. Anyways, on another note, I'm excited. I'm enjoying it. We did say we were never going to do it. To me, it was like we have so many things to read that like, why would we get into something that is this big, this long, and unfinished? But 4 chapters a week,
doable.
That feels very doable. It doesn't even feel long. I don't know. I guess it's like 90 pages, but it doesn't feel
kind of like a sitting read.
Yeah, like when I'm on the treadmill, I will be like, I'll read my Game of Thrones this week. And before I'm done, I've finished the 4 chapters.
But the good news is these are going to be short videos. Our goal is to keep them under 10 minutes because it's just going to be 4 chapters each. So hopefully we should be right around that range. I don't really know what we're going to talk about. We're going to make really going to be a summary. We're just going to talk about what's happening, how much
if you want to read the book with us,
don't like.
This is your chance. If you've never done Game of Thrones before, hop in with us. I'm experiencing this all for the first time. Curtis can give us both advice on where to watch the show, where and when to watch the show if we want to weave it in after each book or after a season point. But fully new, join us for the ride. Come along for the RSQ party.
Just like that. I feel like I almost want to like do it in
the video.
Do what?
Nothing. Go ahead. I thought I knew what you were going to say. I didn't. You always want to do it interview style.
I don't. I do, but I don't. But I guess we'll just we'll talk into the prologue. Just right off the rip, I feel like the prologue's super dark. We have like people we don't know with names and titles that we don't know, and they're like, "Hey, we're out in the wilderness. It's fucking cold." And then
it's
they just
icy.
get
Yeah. As a pure newbie, the prologue had me like, I don't know what's going on. What's happening? I was like, it's cold, and now people are dying. So, we didn't know that it was Night's Watch yet. Did they say that they were Night's Watch tracking Raiders Beyond the Wall?
Yeah.
none of that meant anything to me in the prologue. So I was like, what's happening? But you know what I'm talking about? I'm not trying
Yeah.
to be like, it's just like new, right? It's a big fantasy world. When you're first dropped into a big fantasy world, it takes like a minute to get your bearings. Like, what's everything? What's happening?
Who are these people? Where are they from? Why are they fighting?
And do I care about this? Is this prologue going to matter to me in 25 chapters, in 50 chapters?
Yeah. Because like after that, you jump right into like our main characters. Like we have my personal favorite out of all the houses, House Stark. I love House Stark. I just think they're fucking cool. You have
They're
your
on track
house
to
sigil being dire wolves. Yeah, okay. And they're just like, yeah, it's fucking cold and we don't care. We fight and we're gruffy.
I will say that they're also my favorite house so far, but I feel like it's not fair for me yet because it's like it's big MC energy. Like we get they've gotten the most screen time so far that like I don't really know anybody. I don't have anybody else to love yet. But the dire wolves are incredible. Every time the dire wolves do anything, I'm like, more please. Can I have a crumb of dire wolf story? Make more dire wolf stuff happen.
A lot of, I guess we'll call it symbolism and like things matter in this story, especially like when they found the direwolves. There's one for each kid of House Winterfell. And oh, by the way, there's even a stray little pup that no one saw, and it's for John, this bastard. It's like coincidences aren't a thing. They're not really a thing. So it's intriguing having seen the show and read the books, at least the first two.
Yeah.
Like picking things up now that I didn't pick up. Not saying that that has anything to do with anything, but I'm just saying everything has this, like, everything's a symbol. Everything means something. It's all in my head.
What are you trying to say?
How do you feel about the king, Sir Baratheon?
Big.
You know what these characters look like?
No. The only one I know who they look like is. Should we be throwing up the actors during the cast during our videos here just to set the scene?
You know what we should do? Oh yeah, actually we could do a like little side series too. Is we could have you watch the episode too, like once we know that we're caught up on it, and like your thoughts on like the show versus the chapters, like fresh, like right off the rip.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless.
It'd be fun. If you want us to do that, let us know. It could be cool. If you want to see a true Game of Thrones virgin,
you want to see me experience it all from the top. From the beginning.
Your Game of Thrones OnlyFans starts now.
Game of Thrones OnlyFans. That's a crazy statement. I like it. I approve.
Only Thrones?
Only games?
Game of Fans?
The Iron
Fan of games?
The Iron Throne isn't, but it's not swords.
Oh. Okay.
All right. We went from the prologue to Bran. So the first four, right? We had prologue, Bran, Catelyn, and Daenerys. Bran chapter, they find the wolves. They find the litter of direwolves. Catelyn chapter, she informs her husband, Eddard, who's also known as Ned, which is like, I don't understand. Where did Ned come from? Is Ned like a middle name? They just call him Ned? Is this like Robert and Dick? Sorry, Richard and Dick?
I don't know if I've ever questioned it. Eddard and Ned.
Neddard. Ed Neddy.
I feel like they explained it at one point.
Basically, she's like, the king is coming to Winterfell. And then we are introduced to the exiled Targaryens. Which
Ned is a traditional English nickname for the name Edward.
But his name's not Edward.
Which shares the same medieval linguistic roots as Eddard. So, anyway, we
get the last of the first week here is introduced to the Targaryens, which I know nothing. I know things about the Targaryens, not really. I don't know any real information, but I've heard people talk about the Targaryens and them being like cool, right? And I've heard things.
How do you feel about like her intro then with her and her brother, and they're just like, hey, we're on the run and just chilling, trying to stay alive, and also I'm a dragon. Don't wake the dragon.
Don't wake the dragon.
When I get mad, I see red.
Is it Viserys? Is that his name? Or Viserys? Viserys? Douchebag. He's a big butthole. The older brother, super suck. Don't like him. Daenerys, like their dynamic is weird, but it's like when you first look at the two of them, it's like, oh, how sad. They're these kids that are like exiled and on the run. And then
So
he
I think they
immediately sells her, and you're like,
I think they say it in that chapter, or if not, it's upcoming. And I think that they said it there where like the Targaryens married and were
oh yeah,
incestual
they
to
said in
keep
that
the
chapter.
bloodline. Okay, good.
Yeah,
We're
she
incestual.
expected to marry her brother.
Yeah, to keep the bloodlines, the dragons.
Keep the dragon blood pure.
We're gonna keep it in the family.
Yikes.
Yeah, big yikes.
What do you mean I'm
Especially
not
since
marrying
he
my
just
brother?
was mad at her, and she's like, I don't know if we needed to do that. Get it, just the shoulder grab.
The I don't know if we needed to do that perfectly sums up my feelings about these two so far.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do be
But
like that.
first, the first 4 chapters there, we meet the Starks. We find out the king is on his way to Winterfell, sort of introduced to the vibe of Winterfell, and we meet the dragon brother and sister who were going to be an incestuous love couple who now the sister's being sold so that the brother can get an army to win back the king.
So final thoughts? Wrap it up for us. How you feeling about Game of Thrones so far? Your first 4 chapters.
First 4 chapters, I mean, it's interesting. It's good world building. Characters are younger than I expected. I didn't realize that it was going to be like a young cast, right? And whenever there's a young cast, I typically expect a time skip. So I'll read and find out. But typically when an adult writes a story directed to adults, I'm expecting like a time skip when it's young characters. So TBD.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. This is going to be an ongoing series throughout the series. So that was the first 4 chapters. This had an intro, so it was a little bit longer. But the goal again, keep it under 10 minutes. Dakota and I's first.
I have a quote to share from the first week. The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword.
Oh, boom! Did you notice who that was that he killed too?
No. Who was it?
He was
I
the
supposed
one
to
guy
notice?
that escaped in the prologue.
Oh.
He escaped from the
Interesting.
prologue and he ran all the way south and to tell Ned. And Ned was like, "You're a deserter." Killed him. And
That's a good connection I missed. But Ned raising his kids right. If you're going to kill somebody, you got to do it yourself.
it's just good parenting.
Kids. All right, we got to wrap up week 1. Join us for the Game of Thrones read. It's going to be a lot of fun. 4 chapters at a time, super doable. If you fall behind, wait a week and watch the video after you read the 4 chapters. It's easy. It's really not a big deal.
Save
This is
videos
your
on
chance.
YouTube. You can save them. It's okay.
This is your chance.
Thanks for watching. We love you. Our screw.